Hey guys,
Hi, Tracy. How you doing?
how y'all doing this evening? Sorry about the difficulties tonight. I apologize. I don't know what's going on, but it's all good. If you can hear me tonight, please come off of mute and let me know. I appreciate it.
Sound good. You sound
I
good.
can hear you.
Hi, I can hear you.
Sounding good, sis. Sounding good.
Thank you guys so much. Again, and my apologies for the little lateness tonight. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm just on adrenaline rush right now I'm just on adrenaline rush. But
I can see
quickly,
it.
but quickly, come on, Casino. They don't want to see you tonight. Quickly, come off of mute, guys, and just tell me what you're so grateful for from last Sunday to this Sunday. And I mean, really be grateful. Just come off of mute, someone, and just share what you're grateful for.
Waking up this morning.
Awesome, Austin. That is so fantastic because when you wake up this morning, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. That is super exciting and awesome. Welcome to G12. Welcome to G12. Anybody else?
I'm so happy and grateful that I have been really deep and diving even more deeper into my study. So I've been having a spiritual awakening along with a financial awakening. Shout out to all those crypto nerds and those crypto wallets in the world. Yes, ma'am. Let's go.
Cocoa Butter, Dr. Sauce, he is lit. Thank you for sharing, King. Anybody else?
Hey fam, I'm so happy and grateful for all the wonderful, beautiful women that I have known that have encouraged me, inspired me, enlightened me. I just been seeing so many transformational women all around me today. It's just wonderful. I'm happy and grateful for you too, Tracy.
All right. Thank you, Success, so much for sharing that beautiful nuggets and those powerful messages. Anybody else quickly want to come off of mute and tell me what you're grateful for?
I am so happy and grateful that I get to expose my family to cryptocurrency. I'm so happy and grateful that somebody called me about 8 months ago and told me about this wonderful, grateful opportunity to be able to share with the masses.
Woo! Go ahead, Chris. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Yes, yes. Anybody else want to come off of mute real quick and tell me what you're grateful for tonight?
Hey, I'm happy and grateful for strength. I've been dealing with a back injury, but still able to keep pushing and reaching out to everybody and getting hitbacks and everything like that. So just happy and grateful.
Go on, Danny. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, King. Yes. Anybody else want to come off of mute and tell me what you're grateful for tonight? Anybody else want to come off of mute?
I got kids that's in here right now watching me eat, and they're very grateful that they can watch me eat some food.
Awesome, Austin, but you kind of a little choppy, so you might want to check your I'm gonna say your frequency because you're a little choppy tonight. But thank you for sharing those nuggets, guys. I'm just super excited. I'm grateful and thankful. I'm going to say I'm grateful and thankful from last Sunday to this Sunday. I'm grateful that my feet hit the floor. I'm grateful that I can see. I'm grateful that I didn't wake up with no attitude. I'm grateful that my life is still standing, which means I can do any and everything that I set my mind to. But I'm grateful for God giving me breath in my body to tell me to get up every day and move forward and take life by storm. By storm. I'm so happy and grateful for that. But what I'm happy and grateful for, yes, baby, that I am so excited to be able to say G12 is the shit. And if y'all feel me, drop some 12s in that chat tonight. If y'all feeling me, drop some 12s in that chat tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, light it up. Stop being stingy. Stop being stingy. Come on. If you know G12 is the baddest shit, drop some 12s in that chat. Come on. Stop acting like you stuck up and you can't do it. Come on, come on, come on. Cause it ain't, cause I'm being real with y'all tonight. You gotta come on strong. You know this is the baddest group is walking. You know this is the baddest group is talking. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm gonna say to y'all. Let's go. So guys, oh my God, I'm super excited. Woo! Adrenaline rush. Anywho, we don't have no special announcements this week, but I will say stay connected, stay plugged in. Know all these calls every day, every hour of the day. Get on them. Take your notes. Take your pen. Get on them. Get yourself educated. Get yourself the master of your own game. Get yourself prepared. Get yourself ready. Get yourself in tune with your alignment on every call that happens this week. Kicking off with the call tonight, right after ours, and it's our chairman, 100 Mr. Chad Thompson's call. Somebody will drop the link in the chat about the call tonight. You need to be on the call so you can hear him drop some sauces and some jewels and hear other people be on that call. Guys, I am Tracy McLaurin, and I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I am one of the leaders in G12. I host this call with the Queen every Sunday night. First and foremost, I want to say welcome to all the new members that touched down in the group. We know we are the baddest thing walking and the smartest thing talking. And yes, we are the master of our own game and our finances, okay? All right, because we got crypto on lock. We got HFX on lock. We got binary on lock. We got everything else on lock when it comes down to making our money. Super excited to say shouts out to all the females in G12. Happy Mother's Day to all of y'all. And if you ain't a mother, if you got nieces and nephews, you an aunt. So happy Auntie Day to you too. All right. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to jump right into our G12 mission statement because it's super excited to let us to know who we are and what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, G12 mission statement is this. We are here to elevate the generational poverty line, starting with the past 12 generations, the present 12 generations, and our future 12 generations with which will cause a domino effect of health, wealth, and abundance through our birth line and our bloodline. G12 is here to encourage, empower, enrich one another by investing in our health and our wealth and our spiritual power. G12, excuse me, can you mute your lines, please? Thank you. G12 is here, and our goals are to become 67 top figure income earners. And I'm not even going to say before this year. I'm going to say we're doing it now. We're actually doing it now. But we need more to come on board so we can close out this year strong. We create this by self-discipline. We create it by sacrifice. We create it by repetition. We create this by us being loyal to our craft. G12 has been doing this with the core key staple that created us to be who we are, and that's generational 12. So guys, that is our mission statement. All I can tell you is this here. If you don't have no hope, go through that mission statement, pull something out, gravitate to it, hold on to it until you get where you need to be. I'm Tracy McLaurin. I'm your host for tonight, along with the Queen, Isis. So ladies and gentlemen, woo! Let me tell you about this person I'm about to bring on the line. Yes, on the line. She's an innovator. She's a creator. She a destiny maker. She a legend. She walks the walk. She superfly. She go out and help the masses, put her mark on every land she enters on. When she comes in the room, she got much to say. She's teaching the songs. She racking up in the songs. She blesses others with the songs. She walking the walk and she talking the talk. She hails from Mexico City and she's an author. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about y'all, but can y'all drop some 33s in that chat for our chair lady, Miss Isis Love. Kratos, you on the line tonight?
Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Let's light it up. Let's light it up. Yes, yes, yes. I am so happy and grateful today for each and every one of you guys that continue to show up for yourself. I know it's a little loud. I'm about to cross the street, but I'm so super fired up. I want to hear all about these events that was going on tonight. Miss Tracy, I'm gonna need some of that energy. I need to get some of that. But before we get into tonight's call, you guys, before we get the sauce dropped on us from everybody that went to the event, I want to take some time and I want to congratulate somebody. See, Miss Tracy has been giving out this mission statement every Sunday, you guys, every Sunday. And the mission statement talks about how we're going to create 6 and 7 figure earners. And you guys, we literally are already on our way there. You guys, we have already created a 6-figure trader. Y'all may not hear much from her. Shout out to Miss Ebony, Miss Smiley in the group. But you guys, we have plenty also 5-figure, traders, whether that's in crypto, whether that's in Forex. So you guys, if you have a heart and you're on this line right now, I want you guys to drop some zeros, ones and zeros for the matrix codes, for the crypto code, for our new 5-figure crypto near, right? Just made it to the 10K crypto club. Can we drop some ones and zeros in the chat bar for Mr. Nathaniel? Drop them. Let's drop them for Mr. Nathaniel. Let's go. Let's drop it. Because what you celebrate accelerates in your life. I said it again. What you celebrate accelerates in your life, right? The more we can get into our heart space and the more we can acknowledge and congratulate people, on their success, the more success that comes into our life, you guys. So I think it's just so amazing to know that we keep speaking the affirmation and our mission on what we're going to create. And you guys we're already living into it. Because what's up next? What's up next is 6 figures. You guys, that is a big thing, because the beautiful thing about being in the crypto 10K club is that your money just keeps growing. It just keeps growing. Before you know it, if it already hasn't happened, these guys are going to already be at 20 figures. So let's remind, so shout out to, like I said, Nate, shout out to Jake Boss, shout out to TJ, shout out to one of our newest traders. I've been mentoring on the side, Mr. Victor, which we're gonna be celebrating him because I forgot the club he didn't hit. Shout out to Con and 30K. So you guys, people, it's happening all around us. You're continuous, showing up and getting into this crypto space, you guys. So if you haven't got your crypto wallets together, please make sure that you go ahead and you get those crypto wallets together, you guys, because we want you to be the next person that we're celebrating in the 10K, 20K, 30K and on crypto club, you guys. So also when you hit crypto club, I always end up sending people crypto, so Nate, definitely, I'm going to get with you. I know Shiba is your coin, so I'm gonna send you some Shiba coin. Just send me your address and I'll send you some crypto on that. So you guys, let's go ahead and dive into it. Before we get into today's lesson, which you guys know that we're reading the book, The 4 Agreements. If you haven't got that book, The 4 Agreements, you need to go ahead and you need to get that book, you guys. You need to go ahead and get that book, because I'm telling you, that book right there will literally change your life. Change your life, right? So before we get started, I want to hear what was popping this week. I know Miss Tracy went to an event up north, and I know we got our ATL family that got juiced up, this weekend as well. So I want to hear from all of you guys. And Miss Tracy, you seem like it's just bubbling over you. So to be honest, I want to go ahead and start with you, Miss Tracy. Can you just give us maybe one or two short, you can make it like maybe 2-3 minutes max, like short, big giveaways that really got you?
Wow. I'm on a adrenaline rush right now, guys. But I'm going to say this. What I took away from this event was this. You do not let yourself down. You do not slip up. Become more educated. Go in and get what you need. Carve out time to study. Master your craft. Master your art. The guy that said that was C. John. He got up there and this is what he led by. Lead by an example. Fund your broker account. Keep on pushing. Even if they tell you no. Keep on pushing. Be the leader that you want to be to build a strong team. I took that from him. Be the light bulb that you want to light up the room with. Start fixing yourself up to create the masses that you want. Go be smooth. Be that leader. Be the leader now. Show up for yourself. Show up for your family. Show up spiritually, mentally. And then I love when Eric said, don't take all them suitcases with you. Pick one suitcase, pack your bare essentials, and travel. Pick where you want to go, land your mark, and stand your ground. No matter what throws your way, no matter what comes your way, you don't give up, you don't give in. You become disciplined. You become patient. You become dedicated. You have a passion and you have perseverance. That I took away. It was so many nuggets, but those are what really stood out to me. And it made me realize that we have the best opportunity in our life. And if you want it so bad enough, you got to ask yourself these questions. What are you willing to do? How far are you willing to go? What are you willing to reach from it? Who you want to become? Where you want to be at in the next 6 months or the next 7 months or the next year? If you want to trade, what are you willing to do to sacrifice your time to become the master trader? To have an outstanding portfolio? You want to be a business builder? Where do you see yourself at? To become a phenomenal leader, to build. You got to start asking yourself these questions. And then you got to pour into you to become the phenomenal leader that you want to be. All I can tell y'all guys, we qualify for every event and we need to go. And I'm going to share this with y'all tonight. Yeah. I need a new transmission on my truck, but I was not going to stop that from me going. I drove my truck with my engine light on all the way up to Newark. I missed Atlanta, but I was not going to miss this one. And I went with faith in my hand and prayer. I was going to go. And I said, Lord, get me there and get me back. And I went. All I'm going to tell y'all is this here. If you have not been to a convention, you need to be there. You just need to be. To see chairmen and those top educators get on that stage and pour out their heart. My God. I don't know what will move you and I don't know what will shake you. But if you ain't ready to shake and move now, then I don't know what to tell you. The time is now. Get up and let's go.
Jeez, can y'all drop in the chat bar? The time is now. The time is now. Thank you so much, Tracy, for taking that time and energy and bringing back the nuggets. I want you guys to also listen to what she said. She said her transmission was out. Her transmission was out, and she still had the confidence and the faith in herself and in God to know that she was made for that event. So she was going regardless. Wasn't nothing stopping her, right? Wasn't nothing stopping her. She wasn't letting nothing stop her. And you guys, that's what G12 is about. It's about perseverance. When we think about generational wealth, that takes perseverance. That takes dedication. That takes sacrifice, right? So just know that. Just know that, no matter what you're going through, you guys, you got to get to those events. I remember my first event, you guys. You know, my first event, I was still living in the shed. See, a lot of you guys don't know my story, but my first event, I was living in the shed. And you know how I got to that Vegas event? My freaking credit cards. And I was already in debt on my credit cards. So it wasn't like I needed to be putting anything else on my credit cards. But one thing is for sure is that I knew that I needed to be at that event. I knew Vegas was going to take me to the next level, you guys. And I think as soon as I got to Vegas, I hit Platinum 600 a couple of days afterwards. So once you show God that you're ready to make the sacrifices to get to the next level, you will be rewarded. So thank you so much, Miss Tracy. Anybody else want to share from the event? Taj, I think Tangi went. Lakeisha, anybody else want to share?
Hey, peace and blessings, y'all. This is Jay Boss. I did not go to the event, but first and foremost, I want to say, let's go, Tracy. Let's go, because I saw you. I see that whole smile on your face. I mean, your whole energy change. I see the people you met. And I want to say, for anybody that's brand new or anybody who has not yet went to an event, man, when I say event changes situations, believe me, events change situations. And I know from the last event that I went to in Atlanta, where I got a chance to meet back with our illustrious leader, Miss Isis, and the rest of the group. I got a chance to meet Tanji. I got a chance to meet Dominique. And I got a chance to meet one of my educator mentors, and it was just so lit. So believe me, you all, make whatever arrangements you have to. If you have to max out on a credit card, don't say you make that a practice, but you have to max out on a credit card. You have to stop that cable. If you have to stop the weed, if you have to stop the kicking out, so you can save up your money to go to the event. Believe me, that's what you got to do. I'm telling you, I sold crypto. I sold some of my crypto. Well, I'm gonna tell you, and I didn't want to do it, but I sold some of my crypto because some told me you need to be at this event. Don't let I can't do this stop you. Don't let bills stop you. You got to get to these events, because I'm telling you all, people, these events change lives. They change situations. And every event that I've been to has always been a life-changing situation. And granted, you may go there, you get all hyped up and stuff, you come back home, you lose your way. But that's why you go to another event, to get your charge back, and so you can get back on task. So I don't want to be too long. I just want to be strong. Get to those events. Everybody, peace, love, and cocoa butter, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Y'all drop cocoa butter in the chat box for Mr. Jay Bizzle, man. That's right, Jay Boss. That's right, for sure. That's a beautiful that you were able to come down here on cryptocurrency. You're actually able to take your crypto money that you made and got down there. That's so amazing. Anybody else want to share?
Hey, yo, I'll share real quick. I want to say that, just following off of what Tracy said and what Jay Boss said, it's important to be at these events because it builds the momentum not only on the team, but within yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I went down to Atlanta by myself. I didn't care if I was going to meet up with anybody. I didn't care if, I was going to be by myself the whole time because I was there for the information. And it was a blessing to be able to see, some of the people that I listened to on YouTube in person. I never seen David, so that was mind blowing. I never seen Justin, so that was mind blowing. I had seen Riyadh before, but this time I got to get in close, ask questions, take pictures, get in close with these people because they're in position that they're in the position that we want to be in. And the things that they say are things that we need to follow. And if we follow the blueprint, we can be chairman just like them. That's all I got. I'm at work. I'm sorry, but it was good to be able to talk and share that part.
Yes. Drop some 22s in the chat bar. Fatah sharing those amazing nuggets with us. Wow, because like you said, it hit different when you are it hit different when you see these people in person, right? When you see these people actually in person, because, and one thing that I really love is that these people don't make themselves untouchable. Like they don't make themselves like, oh, I'm so high up there, like I can't talk to you. You're right. These people are very reachable. A lot of these people, they don't have any problems with giving out their numbers. With, not to say they're gonna always probably answer the phone because they're probably, busy, but they have no problem with giving out their numbers and extending their hand. And that's what I really love, because I feel like sometimes we have the concept of thinking like rich people are like the enemies. Um, um, Rich people are the enemies, or something like that. So that's why I definitely love that, you know, that's not like that, right? So let me see who else I have on here. Let me see.
Hey,
Dang
Isis.
it. Hey.
Sorry, y'all. Serenity in her little video. I'm trying to turn it down. So I actually had an event. Sorry, these people keep blowing me up. They interrupting her video. She be getting upset. So I had an event out here actually, and like last minute, the other lady that was supposed to come down from Trade Nation, something happened, and you know everybody didn't really want to purchase the donation ticket or whatever. So I was just like, I'm gonna go and do it anyway. Like when you listen to a lot of these people's stories that have these big events, they'll tell you how when they started out, like no one came. But when you still, you know, have the same mindset and the energy, like this is how I'm going to start, I'm going to do this irregardless. I met 5 people that day that's interested. Got 5 new numbers, and wasn't people that I knew that I marketed to or invited to the event, just like 5 new leads that just from still staying in the same energy and the action of doing it. So I just want to encourage you guys, you know, once you start moving towards doing your own events, even if it doesn't seem like somebody's going to show up, you know what I'm saying? You still got to show up and show out, and God is going to bring the right people there, and you're going to help them. Like this Mexican dude, I've been in Google Translate constantly, trying to tell him what to say and sending him the Spanish presentation, and he keep on texting me, and I'm having to keep figure out how to say what I need to say in Spanish right now. Like,
Yes, Google Translator. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to get this information now. I know I be Google translating like a mug out here in Mexico. Poquito es no Spanish. Okay, look, let me pull out my Google Translator. So I definitely feel you on that, and I love how you just continue to just I love how you just continue to just push through, no matter no matter that nobody came up, or if there was a little bit of people. I remember when I first got started with this, and I would have events, I would literally fly out to places, and there'll be 1 or 2 people at the event. Right? I just kept doing it. I just kept doing it. See, a lot of people like to see they like to look at the product now. They're like, well, damn, how is she able to do this or do this and do that? And it's like, well, bro, do you know the hard work that came with it? The flights where nobody showed up at the events, you know, the nights people said they were going to sign up, but they didn't sign up. Like, you know, you just got to keep going. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys heard that at the event. Like, one thing that I like about the events, and I'm a little sad because I never miss events. Like, I just couldn't fly out this time from Mexico with you guys. This was probably like my first event in like years that I've ever missed, because I definitely don't miss events. Being here in Mexico is going to be, you know, interested getting back and forth with these events, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. But one thing that I just always like to hear is just the stories from people. The stories from people, right? The just stuff that people go through, and they don't let it stop them. I just love to hear the stories from people that like things happen to them. They're about to get evicted. Their lights about to cut off. You know, they just don't let nothing stop them. And I think that's what really, you know, takes to be a successful person. So really quick, waiting on a host to let me in. Hold on. It says I don't see him in the queue, so I don't know if he's on the right link. Hold on, you guys, 1 second. Because he talking about he in there. I don't see him. Don't see you in waiting room. Nobody's waiting. Nobody. Do y'all see anybody in the waiting room? Yeah, I'm tripping. I don't see nobody in the waiting room.
Oh,
there we go.
Do you mind if I say something real quick?
Yeah, you a little choppy though. It sounds like you in the Matrix, so it's hard actually to hear what you have to say, but you can try it again. It's real choppy, Austin.
Can you hear?
Nah, it's still choppy.
All right.
Let's come.
And I'm with it.
Yeah, you still breaking up. I can't really hear what you're saying. You must got something real good to say because the matrix ain't trying to let you say it. Let's see if we can get you back at the end of the call. So hold that thought, write it down, and then we'll come back to you after the lesson so you can let us know. And then maybe your internet may be cleared in, Austin. Let's try that. But really quick, we got one more person. Jonathan is on the line. Jonathan is on one of our, I don't want to say the newest trader, but he is still fairly new. And this was his first time at the event. So Jonathan, real quick, man, I just want to know if you could just give us like two minutes of, what was some like big takeaways? Like what was your experience going to an event like that? Jonathan, are you there?
Yes, definitely. I'm here. And if I have any background, you guys just excuse me. We're actually visiting my grandma, just bringing her some flowers and stuff for Mother's Day. But I actually got a lot of good takeaways. There was a lot of good content as far as just the overall situation, staying motivated, staying on track, knowing what you have to do. There were a lot of chairmen there and chairwomen as well. A lot of young people that were, very successful. So it was a good opportunity just to kind of learn from them. And one of the biggest things they were saying is that a lot of times people are looking, to them for that answer or for that secret, thing that's going to help them to grow their business and be successful. And pretty much the main thing is just sticking to the format, sticking to the program. And a lot of times we actually know what we need to do, being that we know what our strengths are, we know what our weaknesses are, and it's up to us to apply that. We can't say, well, this person's not doing that, or this person's not calling me back, or, how am I handling the situation? So being focused, sticking to that program. I do have some other notes that I can share with you guys later. Unfortunately, I don't have my notebook with me because I had that at the house, of course. But yeah, it was great. It was very empowering. There were a lot of people there. The energy was there. Just to hear from people that are as young as 19, 21, clear up into the age of maybe even 40, but most of the people were in the 19 to like 30, 35 range. And, they're all chairmen and high ranking chairmen. Everyone's making, 10K, 50K, 100K a month. And, they just are really grounded in the business. And it was really exciting for me to hear that information and to also see, people that look like me being successful. And where I'm from, I don't know where everyone is from, on this call, but where I'm from, it's not a lot of people that look like me in that situation. So to know that the success is there, it's possible, it's real, it's tangible, you can touch it, taste it, smell it. It's up to you just to be focused. It's up to you to plug into every call that you can, every training that you can, and even just on your own time. It's very important to get in on your IM Academy and just watch as many videos as you can. Get familiar with the family website if you're not already. These are things that I've been doing as well, just holding myself accountable to be accountable for my own success. I started, this would actually be my second month, and in my first month, I wasn't that active. And I had excuses like everyone else has, for sometimes, you'll say, this is my reason for what I'm doing. And sometimes that reason is actually an excuse, or sometimes it's a reason, but you can move around that reason and still be successful. So, I took it upon myself to say that even though I have this going on or that going on, now is the time. Because if you wait for there to be a better time, there's not going to be a better time. There's always going to be something going on. There's always going to be a bill due. There's always going to be a surgery. There's always going to be a car accident. There's always going to be something unforeseen. But as long as you do what you need to do, eventually those problems will get smaller. And you guys will realize that, hey, this really doesn't bother me that much. I'm so successful that, this was something I would be stressed over and, wouldn't get sleep for nights at a time over. And now that's just like, oh, I got that. Let me transfer that over and, and pay that. So there were a lot of key points. Like I said, I'll definitely share those on the next call, the ones that I wrote down as far as just some quotes and things like that. But one thing that really stood out to me is that, you are what you produce. And that kind of is like a paraphrase of what they actually said, but it's just letting you know that, hey, what you put out, it's just like karma. What you put out into the world is what you're going to get back. So if you're putting out good energy and you're consistently working, it's going to come back to you. You know, the things that you do, you're going to grow. If you plant the seeds, you're going to grow. So just stay consistent, stay locked in. If I could summarize it in a nutshell, that would be it. But like I said, I do have some things in my notebook that I can share in more depth with you guys, but it was mostly team building and just how you can have that success. Yes, excuse me 1 second. But I would definitely encourage anyone that wasn't able to make it to definitely be at the next event. You know, it was long, but like I said, it was worth it. Some of the most encouraging words, some of the best content that I got was at the end. The event was from 9 in the morning until 7 p.m. And it actually ended up lasting until I think like about 8:30. And some of the content that I heard, one of the best speakers that I heard was at like 7:40. And I was like, wow, if I would have left at 7 or not really been there, or if I would have left in the first half, you know, because it was too long and it didn't, you know, get what I thought I was going to get out of it, you know, I wouldn't have got that. And one of the key points that they had was about, you know, endurance and having that will, and also understanding that each person is on their own journey. You know, some people are going to have the progress that, you know, one person took them a year, another person may take them 5 years, you know, another person it took them, you know, 7 months. So everyone's got their own speed that they move at, but the important thing is to keep moving. But it was definitely motivational for me, like I said, to see people having that progress and changing, you know, their lives and changing the lives of those around them, being able to retire, you know, their mom, being able to do whatever it was that they wanted to do in their life was important. Another thing that I got from that was learning personality types, and that's something that's key. And I can kind of go over that because that I do remember. But they were explaining how some people have a summer, you know, spring, fall, or winter personality, and how that can impact how, you know, you communicate with them. So communication was a big thing that was talked about in several different ways throughout this whole convention, you would say. But some people have, you know, spring personalities, fall, summer, you know, a fall personality might be someone that's a little more laid back, more analytical. So when you're sharing information with them, they may not receive it the same way as someone who's a summer or a spring. So you can't necessarily push a fall person, you know, the same way, because then that might deter them, or they might need some time to sit and think. But once they come in, they're definitely locked in. They're solid. They're faithful to what, you know, their decision was. Versus a summer, someone is excited, they're ready to go. A spring, you know, same kind of thing. They're more of an empathic person, more of a, you know, emotional person. So if you know that you have someone on your team that has one of those personalities, you know, there's different ways that you're going to have to work with them and help to, you know, shift and mold them in a way that will fit them. Not necessarily just cloning every aspect of yourself, you know, when you're building your team. They also express how some people aren't going to want to build. And that's fine too. That was actually my aspect. Hopefully I'm not going over ISIS. If I am, just let me know if I'm going too long. But initially I wasn't looking to team build. I was just like, I just want to kind of trade, and you know, I just want to learn it, and then you know, maybe down the road. But now kind of looking at it and what you can do for other people, I think that I'm all for it. I feel like I'd be doing people a disservice if I didn't team build, because there's people that need this information, and you know, they need someone that can help them and mentor them, you know, in ways that they don't understand. But they also explain how you have to do it too, though, because you can't tell someone something that you don't know. You can tell someone, hey, follow me, and they can follow you around all day. But it's the difference between someone just following you and someone that's walking with you, and you're walking side by side with that person, and you can take them, you know, through that journey because you've went through it. So that's another thing. That's why it's important that we do, you know, finish our academies. We do get on these calls and things like that, because if we're not doing that and we try to explain that to another person, it's not going to be solid. You know, how can you tell me to get on the calls if you're not on the calls? How can you tell me to get on the chats if you're not on the chats? And I noticed that every single aspect of what I saw in the people that were Chairman 50, Chairman 100 are the same things that I see in my mentor. It's exactly what I see in ISIS every day, you know? So just seeing that that is something that they believe in, and that's something that you see in all levels, and that's something that you have to continue as well, in your journey. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are out there team building, if you're not team building and you're just trading, that's cool too. But just know that is something that you might want to be open to and just consider, really consider the values that you're standing on and what you're doing, on a daily basis. And are you having progress in your business? Are you on those calls? Okay, cool. Be on as many as you can. If you can't be on them all the time, that's fine. But maybe catch up in the chats and see what happened, or communicate with someone else. Personally, if I have a question, I always call ISIS. If I don't have the opportunity to get in communication with ISIS, I'll call Tan. And I'll just ask her, hey, I was trying to do this. What do you recommend about that? She was at the event too. I actually sat with her. So it's not like people are saying, hey, go to these events and, spend the money, buy the tickets. Some stuff will be free, but some stuff won't. It's an investment in yourself. And for me, it was, $57 well spent. I think it's gonna go, go far, and it's gonna show, in my business. But it was nice that you can go there and you'll see your chairwoman there with you, So they believe the same things that you believe. But I just want to encourage everyone to, take it as far as you can. No matter what that be. Platinum 150 or chairman 750. I'm hearing that they're coming up with new levels because people are just going so far in the business. So, it's up to you, the success that you build and the way that you build. They also talked about tap rooting. If you're building, more so building down, not just building wide, really concentrating and focusing and making sure that each person that you work with is solid. No one is, you can't say, okay, well, I recruited 2 people in the business and I brought them in and I taught them this and that. Okay, cool. Is this person still paying for their academy? If they are, you didn't necessarily finish with that person. If they don't have their 2 and 3, then they're not free. That's a step. That's something that you have to do and make sure that that person has that. Because if they don't, you're also doing them a disservice because now they're paying for something. They may be earning, but they may not be earning as much while they're learning. So if you can help them to cut that cost, that's going to make a huge difference for them because now they can just focus on the learning, not on the cost of what they're paying. But, they do also have to understand that it's an investment in your business. When I met Isis, she told me about the different options and everything like that. And we talked about the $174 a month. Okay, cool, no problem. I figured it out. It'll be another bill, but I'll make sure that it's paid every month. But then when I told her what my interests were, she said that that's not going to work for you because of what you really want to do. The elite package will be better because you said you want to do X, Y, and Z. So make sure you find out what people want to do and how far they want to take it. Don't just assume that they're going to want to limit themselves to this because they might not. And when I found that out, I was like, okay, it's a lot more, but it's an investment in my business. Which I personally have another business now, so I understand how that works. But if the most that I had to invest is $300 a month, oh, that's nothing. And then that can become free, and I'll just be paying my IBO fee if I'm looking to grow my business. There was someone that went chairman in 11 months, and the only expense they have outside of their own personal energy is the $16.71 a month. I think they calculated that it was $182, and that was the only financial cost that it took for her to get to chairman. So, yeah.
All right. Y'all dropped some 44 in the chat for Jonathan, man. He came through with all the nuggets, the building, the trading, and the mindset, baby. Y'all dropped some 44s in the chat bar for Jonathan. Man, just so much of wise words, and he's just getting started in this business. I'm so super elated, Jonathan, to just see more what you're gonna do for this community and for people around you. I feel like you have awesome leadership qualities, and I'm super elated that you're on this journey here with me. So thank you so much for hopping on this call and sharing. All right, you guys, we got a short lesson for today. I just had Tangi real quick. Tangi gonna be the last person real quick. The lesson is gonna be so short today, you guys. But Tangi, if you could just give us in 1 minute, we got 1 minute. Can you spare just 1 minute real quick to give us your biggest takeaway? Just one big takeaway.
I surely can. 1 minute. Oh, that's gonna be hard for my long-winded self. Okay.
I know.
All right, I probably got a few seconds already going. Okay. So the biggest, like out of everybody that I heard speak, which was so many amazing, amazing people, chairmen, that came up there and just gave their all on the stage. The one thing that stuck with me was stop looking for what you're missing and realize that you are the missing piece. A lot of us feel like we have to have some, a certain something to do anything in this business. We have to, I need to know, I gotta have all this knowledge. I gotta understand all of the academies. You just feel like it's something missing and you don't realize that it's really you have to show up. You're what's missing. And I mean, I feel like that goes and connect with just understanding how to basically bloom where you're planted and use the resources that you have available to you. And basically, just share what you know as you grow. And not just basically being comfortable, confident in yourself that people that there's somebody out there that's going to take that little bit of whatever you shared and they're going to take that and run with it and it's going to make their life better. So that was the biggest thing I got. Basically, no more looking for the missing thing. You are it. You have it. So that's what I got.
Let's go, Chanty. Somebody drop in the chat bar, you are the missing key. You are the missing key. I think that's so true. We always want to look in the outside like, well, I must be doing this wrong, or I might not be doing this, or I need to know all of this first. No, it's really just you at the end of the day. And then I also want to piggyback off of what Jonathan said about the free membership. You guys, you want to get that free membership. I know some of you guys, I told you guys to make a list. Something called your list, make a list. So make that list. So really quick, you guys, Austin wants to try to share again. Austin, are you there? Literally, man, like 1 minute, man. 1 minute. Are you there?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me now? You able to hear me?
All right.
Yep, very well. You're good.
I don't know if we got him here. All right, well,
No.
we're going to try again, but look, let's go ahead and dive into the last little 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and dive into the lesson for tonight, guys. Tonight, we're going to be, and can you guys hear me good? Because I'm in the basement of this condo thingy. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Hello? Okay, amazing,
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, cool. So you guys, everybody knows we're reading the 4 agreements right now, right? And the first agreement in the 4 agreement is be impeccable with your speech. Be impeccable with your word, right? Be impeccable with your word. So what does that mean? Right? Like what does that mean to be impeccable with your word? Right? So when you think about it, be impeccable with your word means speak with integrity. Right? Speak with integrity. It means say only what you mean. If you don't mean it, don't say it. One of the things that really tickles my booty, and I do my best not to take it personal, because that's one of the second agreements, is when instead of congratulating somebody, you say, "Oh, I'm so jealous." Like, why would you even say that? Like, why would your first thing be, "Oh, I'm so jealous that you're doing this," versus, "Oh, wow, congratulations." Like, whoa, man, like you're doing that. You know what I mean? So, and then afterwards they'll say, "Well, man, I didn't mean it." Well, don't say what you don't mean then. If you're not really jealous, then don't say it. Congratulate those people, right? We have to really watch out what we say with our words, because it can put black magic on people with your words, right? So only say what you mean. Avoid using words speaking against yourself or gossiping about others. You guys, now we all human. Now, we can get down into some gossip. Now, we can. Girl, did you hear about such and such? I'm telling y'all, we do it every day, right? We do it every day. Nobody is not a saint on this phone for not tapping into some gossip. And it's something that we've been programmed to do, but it's something that we have to unprogram. One of the things that would be transparent with y'all, my mama did something to me this week. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it got me for a little bit. I'm like, 4 agreements, boo, 4 agreements. Don't take that thing personal. You know how your mama is, you love her, but you already know. Don't take it personal. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It takes time for this, right? So for at least an hour or so, I still had that little thing on my shoulder. I said, no, she didn't. And then look, see, this is why we gotta, man, this takes practice, you guys. It takes practice because I consciously watch myself. I'm like, there she goes. She taking it personal. And then guess what I did? And then I called my friend up. I'm like, girl, let me tell you what my mama did. Now, what am I doing? I'm breaking the first agreement, being impeccable about my words. I'm sitting there gossiping, telling somebody what my mama did because I was still taking it personal. You get what I mean? So it's gonna take time, y'all. We've been programmed so hard. But as long as you can catch yourself, as long as you could be aware, as long as you could be like, because I felt myself was like, man, why are you gonna even call her and tell her this? And like I felt myself doing it, and I still did it anyway, right? I still fell in the temptation of it anyway, right? But I'm here, being transparent with you guys, letting you guys know, even though I've been working on my mind for, years now, there's still things I have to work on, right? So don't beat yourself up about it, right? But just make sure that you practice, okay? So use the power of your words in the direction of love and truth. In the love and truth. Now, one of the things that I did do is when I felt myself wanting to take it personal, when I felt myself wanting to gossip, I really quick what I did was like, you know what, but I'm so happy and grateful for my mom. I just start going into the gratitude. I started going into the thanks. I started going into my heart. I started doing the heart work, right? I started doing the heart work, right? I started to transmute those feelings into positive feelings, you guys. And that's what we have to do. We, instead of when you feel like you're gonna like speak bad, you're going to like you turn into love. Another thing is I did my photo shoot yesterday, and I apparently, my Spanish is not the best, but apparently some guy was going off about us taking pictures. And a couple of people, they was playing around with no people in here in Mexico. They be ready to fight, right? So two kind of got like, I just send him love. She said, and I just pray for him. Because when people are spewing out poison to you, you guys, it's not you, it's them. When we spew out poison to other people, it's not them, it's us. Sometimes we don't even know how to express what we're going through, so it comes out as poison to other people or vice versa, right? So just make sure that as you change your words around, right? Another thing, be impeccable with your word. Now, you guys know I said, you know what, for the next 90 days, when I'm going, like, since I'm going to the gym Monday through Friday, I'm not even going to eat no ice cream. Y'all know I love ice cream. Baby, let me tell you, it be 9, 10 o'clock at night. Down here in Mexico, it don't sleep. I mean, people are always out eating. I told y'all, this is the place to eat, right? So I told myself, Isis, Monday through Friday, when you go to the gym, you can't have no ice cream. You got to be impeccable with your word. But baby, I'm gonna tell y'all, I just left to go get some ice cream today because I didn't say it, not on weekends, right? So when you make these things for yourself, right? When you make these things for yourself, whatever, like, your goals or your rules, just make sure that you honor them. I wanted some ice cream so bad. I went out with some people on, I think it was Thursday, and they wanted to get ice cream. And my body was like, come on, girl, go ahead. It's almost Saturday anyway. You already been hitting the gym hard. You already, look at you skinny anyway. Go ahead and get that ice cream. Girl, ain't gonna hurt you, right? I mean, like, baby, my mind was going in, y'all. And I said, you know what? I said, no, I'm not going to get the ice cream. Yes, I am skinny, but I want my abs to be laying a certain way, right? So, you know what I mean? You guys, sometimes you just got to fight past that temptation. Now, yours may not be ice cream. It can be anything. That's just one of my weaknesses right there. And I'm sharing with y'all is ice cream, right? So I had to be impeccable with my word. I said, look, these next 90 days, I want to be in the best physical shape in my life, right? So stay impeccable with what you did. Some of you guys signed up and you sent like 5 reasons why you were trading. Well, before you signed up, you say, hey, I'm signing up for this because XYZ. So when you sign up and then you just quit the next day or the next month or the next 60 days or the next 90 days, You're not being impeccable, but why you even signed up in the first place, right? You're not honoring your word of why you say you're going to sign up in the first place. So you want to think about that when you feel like, oh man, I just feel like giving up, or oh man, I can't do this. You want to think about why you started in the first place, right? So real quick, I'm gonna go through this list really quick. I'm gonna give you guys here like 6 ideas on how to be more impeccable with your word, right? So take your time to listen. You guys, this is the biggest thing that I had to learn, and I'm still continuing to learn because I talk so much. I got the gift of gab. Y'all know I'm long-winded too, right? So one thing that I had to really learn and continue to learn is to listen without talking, or listen to not just listen to get ready to speak. We're really, really genuinely listening to what people try, not to be so eager to spill out your thoughts before other people finish theirs. One day I just people watch, and I was just watching people, and I was like, wow, you could tell that this guy he's so ready to get his a point out that he's not even really listening to what the guy is saying, because he's so ready to get his point out. You could just see it in his body. Like he was listening to the guy speak, but you could just tell anytime the guy would take a pause, he was ready to come in there and give his opinion. So that's one thing we want to really do, and really tune into really tune into the person. Put your phone down, right? Turn away from the computer, turn off the TV, look at the person while they're speaking. You guys, that can be so difficult in this day and age where we're on the technology. Oh, snap, I forgot to be alligators out here. Hold on. That can be so it can be hard sometimes, because we live in this age now where when you go out to go eat with your friends, everybody's on the computer. Nobody's really, on the phone, not really talking to people. So one of the ways we can be impeccable is to be more tapped in and more tuned in while people are speaking. The second one, take at least 5 to 10 seconds to truly pause and think about what the other person has said before responding. So this is one of the things I've also been working on. And sometimes it throw people off. They're like, hello, are you listening? I'm like, yeah, I'm just pausing. I'm just taking a second to, to digest what you said versus rushing to reply, right? So take some seconds to really just digest what the person has said. This may be difficult for our culture, right? Because we're always ready to respond quickly, right? Take it too long might, people may get irritated, right? Right? So keep doing so, and people will look forward to the fact that you take time to be thoughtful, right? You take time to be thoughtful. So it may be a little weird because we're used to just replying really fast. Now I gotta go really fast because Chad's called. So really quick, you guys, practice using immediate response of your own favorite word to show people you're listening. That's so interesting. Like, wow, that's interesting. Oh man, that's fascinating. Tell me more about it. Gosh, that sounds thrilling. So just little things that you can say when people are talking. I got 2 more. Choose your words slowly and carefully. Even that few extra seconds can save you for saying anything that you didn't mean. That's another thing. One of the things when I was in my relationship, my partner just wanted to just talk about the thing right then and there. They just wanted to argue right then and there. And I'm like, look, let's just take some time. Let's just think about what one or the other is saying before we react, right? So just take some time to really just choose your words wisely, because you can say some things that may hurt somebody. And me being a red personality, a summer personality, that's one of the things that I definitely have to work on. Because everybody is just different, right? They may not perceive it. A blue might not perceive, or a yellow may not perceive the way I'm coming off. They may see it as something else. So I definitely do my best, always doing my best to make sure that I take a moment before I reply to certain stuff. There be certain stuff people reply to me, I'm like, whoa, I gotta take a couple of breaths, before I reply back to this message, right? So whatever you gotta do, right? And the last one, think of the words as a contract. If you were upheld to the words that you use, would you speak differently? If you tell someone that I'll be there but don't mean it, why even tell them in the first place? People trust you less, right? Invite you less, and then they'll think you're a flake, right? So that's why I really do my best not to say stuff that I can't stick to, right? I'm gonna do my best to make it, right? So look, you guys, We kind of went in today with the testimonies, which the feedback for the events, which is good because that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear everybody's experience at the event so it can encourage us to make sure that we don't miss any more events, you guys. And then I wanted to go over a little bit about the 4 agreements. So check this out, you guys. We got Chad's call coming up like literally right now. So we're gonna go on that. Tomorrow we have Uncut Mondays with Tracy. We have Forex Basics at 8 o'clock, followed up by Crypto at 9. So you guys, let's make this week the best week ever. Let's get out there. Let's crush our goals. If you haven't got the Book the 4 agreement, you can listen to it on YouTube for free. You just have to listen to each agreement. You have to like Google each agreement because you're not going to find a full audio book, but make sure you're listening to that at all times. When you're driving in a car, when you're taking a shower, when you're cooking a dinner, just do your best to listen. What we're going to do is the next one is the second agreement. We're just going to only focus on the second agreement for the 7 days. So don't move on to the third one or the fourth one. Just focus on the second agreement and let's just study it for 7 days. And then we'll come back next Sunday and we'll talk about it. All right, you guys, I love you. I'll see you on the next call. Peace, love, and cocoa butter, baby.
Cocoa butter, baby. Let's go, team. Have a blessed week.
Let's go.
Let's go, everybody.